Hey everybody, welcome to a quick Kotlin tutorial, a quick Hello World example using Kotlin on Android. So let's click Start a new Android Studio project. So the application name that we're given is My Application, and I happen to think that's genius, so let's keep that. And you want to make sure that this Include Kotlin Support text box is checked. If you don't check this box, you won't get Kotlin support and you can't code in Kotlin in your project. So let's click Next, Next, Empty Activity, Next. Let's finish. And this opens our project in Android Studio. So right out of the box we get a main activity.kt and an activity main.xml. The main activity, when you click an app's icon on your Android device, the first thing that happens is that this class gets run, and so this defines the behavior for all of your view's lifecycle events. So once your view gets created, your device will run this onCreate. So during this onCreate, we bind our programming logic with an XML file, and we do that through this setContent view right here. So we bind this activity with activity main here. So if we go to activity main, what this is that while our main activity was all of our programming logic, our activity main is our display. So this shows all of our user interface or our UI, right? And right now the only thing we have defined here is a text view. So if we ran this right now, we would see just this text view, and our text view's text right now is Hello World. And that's great, but for our purposes, let's delete this. And instead we're going to set this text programmatically using Kotlin. And then in order to do that, we need an Android ID. And so the ID is basically this text view's name. So let's give this text view the ID of greeting view. So now this text view's name is greeting view. So let's go back to our main activity. And remember, when this view is first created, we're going to go through these steps. So if we ran the program right now, it would just be a blank text view, so it wouldn't show anything. So instead, let's create a variable in Kotlin. And in Kotlin, we have two types of variables, val and var. And vals are read-only, and vars you can both read and write to. So let's create a val, since we're only going to need to set this once. Let's call it greeting. And we will set the greeting to be Hello Pete. So now we have this Hello Pete, but we need to assign that text to our text view. And in Kotlin, what we can do is we can just call that text view directly by its name. So we have greeting view, and this gives us access to all of the view's properties and methods. So let's look at the setText method here, and let's set the text to be our greeting variable from up here. Okay, so let's run this. Let's run our program here. And so what should happen now is that our program should just be a single text box that says Hello Pete. So once the emulator pops up here, we can see that there's just one text box that says Hello Pete. So our code works. And this is our quick Hello World example in Kotlin.